Dividend growth and high-yield investing are two of the most popular income investing strategies, but they can lead to very different outcomes. The dividend strategy you choose today could decide whether you retire comfortably or struggle with income later in life. In this video, we're breaking it down to see which strategy actually makes investors wealthy over time. When it comes to investing for income, most investors face a big question. Should you chase high dividend yield or focus on dividend growth? High-yield investments look tempting. They pay big cash distributions right now. Examples include high-yield ETFs like QYLD, JEPI, JPQ, as well as high-dividend stocks and REITs. Many of these have yields of 10% or higher, usually paid monthly. This makes them popular for retirees or anyone who needs cash flow today. But here's the trade-off. High yield often comes with limited growth, capped upside, or even long-term capital erosion. You may earn a lot of cash up front, but your portfolio might not grow much or could even shrink over time. Dividend growth investing takes a different approach. It focuses on companies that increase dividends year after year. Examples include ETFs like VIG, SCHD, DGRO, and companies like Microsoft, Apple, Visa, and Johnson & Johnson. These investments start with lower yields, often around 1.5% to 4%, but the income grows steadily over time, often outpacing inflation. The goal isn't maximum income today. It's higher income and wealth over decades. To see the difference in action, let's look at a realistic scenario. We invest a one-time lump sum of $100,000 into one ETF for each strategy and hold them for 20 years. We will be selecting QYLD for high yield and SCHD for dividend growth. QYLD currently yields around 12%, generating about $12,000 in income during the first year. However, its dividends do not grow over time, and due to its covered call strategy, the fund experiences gradual NAV erosion of roughly 2% per year. After 20 years, total income collected would be approximately $240,000, but the portfolio value could decline to around $67,000. The trade-off is clear: strong cash flow today, but shrinking principal and flat income. On the other hand, SCHD starts with a lower yield of about 4%, producing roughly $4,000 in income during the first year. But unlike QYLD, SCHD focuses on dividend growth. Historically, its dividends have grown between 7% and 10% annually. Assuming a conservative 7% growth rate with modest price appreciation, annual income could rise to around $15,500 after 20 years. Total income collected would be approximately $190,000, while the portfolio value could grow to about $270,000. This highlights the core difference. High-yield investing pays more upfront, but often sacrifices long-term growth, while dividend growth starts slower but builds rising income, growing capital, and long-term wealth. High yield feels exciting early. Dividend growth tends to win over decades. So who should use each strategy? High-yield investing is best for people who need income right now, especially investors who want predictable monthly cash flow they can rely on. Dividend growth investing is better suited for investors focused on long-term wealth. If you don't need immediate income and want your payouts to rise over time, along with your portfolio value, dividend growth tends to shine. Now, here's the smart approach many experienced investors use. They don't choose just one, they blend both strategies. Dividend growth ETFs are used for long-term compounding and wealth building, while high-yield ETFs provide cash flow that can be reinvested into those long-term holdings. High yield pays you faster, dividend growth pays you more later. The key is understanding the trade-off, because chasing yield without considering growth can quietly hold your portfolio back. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to invest smarter, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more ETF and dividend strategy insights.